check.
Kick it and go, kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.
With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Minka Fitzpatrick on the
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd. And it's a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And they are going to get this one back, it looks like. So nearly like-for-like fumbles, but they hang on to this thing and keep it a turnover. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Extra point forthcoming.
For the point after.
And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Lions nothing. Matt Bosher is set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Jamal Adams, an all-pro for the first time a season ago, had a fumble return for a touchdown and a pick six last year, and he delivers another pick six right here. Slide for the PAT.
Point after.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Packers 14, Lions nothing. Matt Bosher is set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You gonna let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that run, all right? They're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Akers. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he fires Fires one, but incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on third downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 6-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete. Zach Pascal, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll have a 1st down and more past the 20, as he'll take it all the way up to the 20-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
1st and 10.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Get him.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Oh, should have another pick.
With one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled?
Bullshit.
The return yardage.
You
Makes
can't.
the play, but now it's all for naught.
So into Packer
For that to
territory
happen, that
now.
has to be a
Here's 1st and
catchable
10
ball.
at
He's
the
thrown it about
34.
50 yards over the top of the guy's head.
Jones running on 1st down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward.
That guy had to be about 10 foot to catch that.
Down at the 31.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On the carry.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he will have the first
So
down
annoying.
at about the 21-yard line.
25-yard pass interference call and 2 dropped
That's good enough to
interceptions.
extend the drive.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Mahomes now on first down. This throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. It was Andrew Sendejo from his strong safety spot able to make the play.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Adam Thielen with touchdown number 8 on the year.
Okay, that's not annoying at
Got
all.
it back to a one-score game. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Packers 14, Lions 7. Tyler Bass.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
I think they got any chance of me getting Devin Bush
about 7 yards deep.
superstar in this
And
game.
we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
And
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard
Bridgewater actually
line.
connected on the pass this
A
time.
gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
It's
Just no
annoying me.
cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
no gain.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
Brandon, perfect
Third
defense
down.
in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Third and short yardage. Bridgewater got an open man, finding Jefferson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
7.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41. Now the 6-year man from Texas, this is Malcolm Brown. And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
Ball carrier.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And brought down, but not before they're
I'll take
inside
that.
the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I think I like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First down, Bridgewater. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Let's go.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through again.
Just break through that one tackle.
That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play
God damn
action
it.
and try and put it in.
I had a touchdown if it didn't slip over.
The
They
gain
don't
of 2
fucking
as they're
mind it.
knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Bridgewater. Touchdown.
Let's go.
Packers.
Jefferson got it again.
His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw,
We're doing
touchdown.
this.
Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-7.
Defense needs to show up big.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive set. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And he is not.
Oh my God, down to the 1.
And they'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
Sets up first
A great pick, nice return.
Byron
but you know
Jones
he's just beating
is
himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because
Having
he
a
had
game.
visions
Let's
of
just say
end
that.
zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero, but we did see there the end.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
All I'm going to say is that
His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead
a
out
good
further.
chance that I could be
He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Packers 28, Lions 7. Matt Bosher is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing
the
to
only
put
thing I
something
care about
together
in
as they
this
have
game
it 1st and
is
10.
Devin Bush's.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Come on, Cat. Come on, man.
That's knocked down.
Should be picking that.
Incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And he spins through. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he takes us up to the 40-yard
Yeah, just
line
get
before
fucking
being corralled. 15 yards
great
on the
tackle.
play, 1st down.
That's good for a Lions. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
I love that. Fucking spinning out of the tackle.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before
For
he
God's
makes it
sake,
past
I'm
the
not
50.
getting his
Back-to-back
fucking
nice plays, 12
ability
yards
today.
that time and a first down.
Is nowhere. The rest of my team is getting shit.
Because they needed to use the ground game to take
But
some pressure
the one
off.
person I want to be somewhere to actually get involved
now. Here's
is not
first and
actually
10
involved.
at the 47. Mahomes now to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game.
That should have been
Instead,
easily
second down.
picked.
Incomplete.
Holy
the running game's been
Christ.
working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by
But
that.
not
The thought
picked
process
is
there,
embarrassing.
catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's going to be incomplete.
Trying so hard
There, trying
to
to
get
take a
something
shot,
with
but it's
fucking
third down.
Devin
I know he
Bush.
wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception. And he's going to be swung.
Let's go, Dunlap.
25-yard line. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
Brings up fourth down.
On fourth down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. Back deep, Deontay Harris.
Sign at the 20.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
I've got to calm his fucking offense down. I need to stop him. Drop him, keep him under 200 yards,
The
and I get
Packer
myself
offense ready to get their
not an
next
X-Factor,
drive underway.
superstar.
They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
Oh, that was dumb.
One that's intercepted.
Oh, no.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation,
I threw
too,
that
isn't
way
it?
too
No matter
far.
how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped,
For fuck's
or just
sake, stop
too many
dropping
bodies
the
in
ball.
area, an interception can result.
And nearly picked it
5 on
off.
6 pay.
He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to go up top for the end zone.
Someone pick it. Oh, Christ.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson. We haven't even escaped the first.
Get there eventually, lads. We'll get there eventually.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or he may see some time.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And a Packer first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. Battle for it here, and this will be caught.
Let's go,
Gets this
Jefferson.
one to midfield before
How the hell have you caught that?
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a run with Akers.
Oh my God.
Stopped up at about the 47.
Not having a good day on the run at
Timmy
all.
Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
It's a pick.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 4, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice...
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Why am I playing like an idiot?
Patrick Chung. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Lets it fly for Thielen.
Oh my God. Thielen just stopped him getting another pick.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Mahomes going to throw. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long.
So annoying because I know one big play up the top for this guy, and I am screwed for my...
I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Hey, for my super snap. Yes.
Down throw incomplete as well.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And here's Joseph Charlton now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Harris returning. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield, try and squeeze a few more points out of this 1st half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
He's going to need 5 minutes at half, so this should be...
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Incomplete, but a penalty flag.
Yeah, give me a hold in. There you go.
Let's get the call. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Open man is Duvernay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
First down, Packers.
Oh, he's going to need 5 minutes at half. I'm up 28-7. The only thing I'm scared about is I can only give up like 80-second half yards.
On first and 10, Bridgewater.
What I want to say.
That's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, Green
Yeah, drive
Bay.
corner.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. To the air again with Bridgewater. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Harris. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
A gain of 11 on the play. And a Packer first down.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Who's watching at the moment? Right now, who's watching? Honestly, for the love of Christ, I can't. Oh, how could he need 5 minutes? It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. What could he possibly be doing at 3 o'clock in the morning? got lucky on the Bucks game earlier in the season. Oh. All the pressure's on it for the rest of the season because he has to win his next game. He has to beat the Jaguars and then he has to beat me as well. JD and me are 1-on-1. I've not played Titans in a long time. Not the Jags, I bet the Jags early in the year. The Panthers, could help my mate out, help my mate out will win. But man is he hard to play against. He was in Madden 20. I can remember I won by a touchdown in the first game. In the first game I was in this franchise, I was betting by a touchdown. And that shocked him so much. he got so shocked by me beating him. It didn't end up well in the playoffs, but he got so shocked that I beat him. I think I pissed him off when I did that. But when you come into a league, guys like, yeah, played some other leagues, but I've not really done well in them and been hammered by guys. You don't expect him to come in and beat one of the top guys in the league immediately. But it happened. It happened, and then he absolutely ripped me and he won the next time we played, so he knew what he was doing. Hopefully I can get a win. All I've got to do for the rest of the season is beat. That's it. That's literally all I have to do. Either that, or I hope he gets beat by the Jaguars. In that case, I don't actually have to win a game at all.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
Alright. Get to go get some food.
Going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups.
Before anyone said
We're
anything,
going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how
I
they
agreed
handle
that
any
we're chewing clock
adjustments
because
that
this
might be
game
made
basically
defensively.
out of reach for him.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
I need a LAN cable, but it's so hard with the layout of my house. I play up in my room. My internet is downstairs, so it is unbelievably hard to get a LAN cable in my room.
Bridgewater.
Oh,
And that is incomplete.
Some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down.
really?
Well
Really,
done.
Bridgewater?
Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and the Lions will take over.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started.
Come on.
Now the offense,
Alright, I need to hold into 80 yards or less, I believe it is.
Hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
I want to say 80 yards
First
passing
play of the
and
drive
40
goes the
yards
wrong
rushing.
way. Here's 2nd and
That's
12.
what I want to say.
Again, it's Jones. He finds an opening past the 40.
That's not how you do it.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That's just killed my chance of rushing out.
Set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Had to.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Total yards,
Their
183.
lead down to 2
Need
scores
17
after the
yards for
touchdown
the
a
rest
moment
of the
ago
game.
as they start with a 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
A gain of 6.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll go again here with Akers. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
My offensive line is just
3
getting
yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Throwing, Bridgewater. Smith catches left side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. It's been an easy day for them.
Tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The 35-yard line.
I keep forgetting I'm on 2 o'clock.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Here again is McKinnon. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of...
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Yes. Yes. Yes, that's a roughing the passer.
Coming on 3rd down. Instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They'll run this with Akers. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They just do get the play off. Now Bridgewater. Screen play, McKinnon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed.
I didn't even. I was about to say I got Charlie even going to get this
and keep it from being a big game.
Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. Able to find Harris complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Let's go.
From 8 yards out, and the Packers add 6 to their lead.
There's no upset here. There's absolutely no upset here. It's over in the first 2 plays.
He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Lions 14.
Literally, the only good news that comes out of this for you, AK, is he's done enough to get enough yards to stop me from getting Devin Bush to a superstar, which would have made your life a nightmare.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
No gain on the
delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete.
There you go.
They nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of time. That was a nice play there.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes.
There's one. There's one. There's one. Here we go.
It's Devin Bush, the linebacker.
Here we go.
That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the
for
different
fuck's
techniques
sake,
he
my
has to
internet's
employ
falling
in a
apart.
passing situation. As he's spot
Help
dropping because
me,
of zone,
my
as he's
internet's
picking
falling
up man to
apart.
man, he's having to run with a running back or a tight end. In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
First down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the ground, it's Akers. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Akers. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it here with Brown. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Number 34, Malcolm.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connect.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Olivier Vernon. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Play fake. Bridgewater. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Devin Duvernay. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. Sly on for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
He finally knows.
42. Lions 14.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. That's right. Set is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
4 minutes 53.
Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Yes!
Interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
46-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Packers offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Yes! Yes, Devin Bush! Let's go!
Some good tackling.
Let's go!
About the 41.
Let's fucking go!
3, 2nd down.
It's a pick.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Going right back to Akers. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Cameron Hayward on the tackle. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Let's go!
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Matt Bosher set to kick off.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to begin their drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
I'll piss off with your pass interference.
However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Oh, wow. Just trying to get Devin Bush one more interception.
First down, Mahomes gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Each to their own.
Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead.
Each to their own, I guess.
For the extra point. Is down to 24.
Makes the score Packers 45, Lions 21.
touchdown. Bass to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
Right, now I can walk. Now I can just run out
back
this game.
here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
I got what I came here to get.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was brought down.
Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
These guys got a good team. They're just slow and old.
They'll break the